Welcome to Movie Magic 96, your one-stop shop for all things movies. From reviews to unboxings and collections, I'm here to celebrate the magic of cinema. Now, let's roll the film. In today's video, we're taking a look at an absolute classic of 80s cinema, The Karate Kid from 1984. Let's check it out. The Karate Kid was directed by John G. Avildsen, who previously directed Rocky, and the film definitely shares that underdog DNA. Another major Rocky connection is composer Bill Conti, who scored both films. Ralph Macchio stars as Daniel LaRusso and had just come off his role as Johnny Cage in The Outsiders the year before. Veteran actor Pat Morita plays Mr. Miyagi and had been acting steadily in film and television since the 1960s. Elizabeth Shue appears as Allie Mills in only her second film role, while William Zabka makes his film debut as Johnny Lawrence. Martin Kove plays John Kreese, who at the time was probably best known for Death Race 2000. Randy Heller plays Daniel's mother, Lucille LaRusso, also in just her second film role. I also want to give some love to the iconic theatrical poster. We see the teacher on the left and the student on the right facing each other at the top of the image. Below, that is Daniel performing the legendary crane stance on a plank of wood at the beach. The tagline is perfect. He taught him the secret to karate lies in the mind and heart, not in the hands. Something I never really noticed as a kid is that Daniel and his mom moved from Newark, New Jersey, the largest and most populated city in the state and a place I've been to plenty of times. Daniel first shows off his so-called karate skills by kicking open the gate of the apartment complex, and we learn that he's been practicing at his old YMCA and learning moves from a book. It's a great early character moment. Mr. Miyagi's introduction, trying to catch a fly with chopsticks, is such a memorable and unique way to establish his character. And even though we have beaches in New Jersey, I always wished I could have had a nighttime beach bonfire like the one in this movie. Johnny Lawrence enters the film with peak 80s bad boy energy, riding a motorcycle, wearing that red leather jacket which always felt inspired by Michael Jackson's Thriller from the year before, smashing Allie's boombox and absolutely wrecking Daniel. One thing that's always funny to me is how Lucille LaRusso goes from working with computers to working in a restaurant. It never really makes sense. Still, she's incredibly lovable and reminds me a lot of my own mom, the caring, stereotypical Italian mother who worries constantly. She asks Daniel to take off his sunglasses, worries about his safety, and is very close with him. They even openly talk about his interest in Allie, which most teenagers would not want to do with their moms. The Cobra Kai gang relentlessly torment Daniel, beating him up, slide tackling him during school soccer, and even forcing him off a steep hill, causing a brutal fall. The movie does a great job portraying Daniel as a true underdog. He's smaller, new to town, and completely on his own with his peers. Mr. Miyagi fills the father figure role perfectly, from fixing Daniel's bike and teaching him to care for bonsai trees to, of course, teaching him karate. The Halloween dance scene is still fantastic. Daniel's shower costume is hilarious, and the Cobra Kai skeleton outfits are unforgettable. I can't fully explain why, but they just look so cool. When Mr. Miyagi jumps the fence to save Daniel, the choreography may look a little stiff by today's standards, but the moment still hits emotionally. Martin Kove's John Kreese is pure intensity, tripping students, barking orders, and delivering every line like a drill sergeant. This movie is packed with iconic lines: wax on, wax off, no such thing as a bad student, only a bad teacher, and of course, what kind of belt do you have? Canvas, JCPenney, $3.98. Daniel and Allie's date at Golf and Stuff still looks like a dream date to me. Arcade games, go-karts, mini-golf, and bumper boats. I'm a big kid at heart, and that place looks amazing. There's also a subtle class divide in the film. Daniel comes from a lower-income, single-parent household, while Allie comes from a wealthy family with both parents who belong to a country club. And emotionally, Daniel doesn't just need Mr. Miyagi needs Daniel too. His story about losing his wife and son while serving in the army is still heartbreaking. Like any 80s movie, there are some cheesy elements, from Miyagi slicing bottle tops without knocking them over to the infamous hand-rubbing healing technique on Daniel's injured leg. The tournament rules are also a little unclear, with a few moments that probably should have counted as points, but are clearly stretched out for dramatic effect. Still, this is a classic underdog story done right. My final film rating is a 4 out of 5. The 4K disc features a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 support. Audio is presented in Dolby Atmos and a Dolby True HD 7.1 track. I'm happy to report that this disc looks fantastic. Film grain is still present and intact, but never overwhelming. Colors pop like never before, whether it's the background scenery or the black and white Cobra Kai skeleton costumes. Fine details are clearer, making previous releases feel dated by comparison. The soundtrack also sounds better than ever. Songs like You're the Best by Joe Esposito during the tournament and Cruel Summer by Bananarama really shine in this presentation. Unfortunately, the special features are entirely archival, which is a bit of a missed opportunity. With so much of the cast reunited for Cobra Kai, it would have been great to see some new interviews. Still, this is absolutely the definitive way to watch The Karate Kid at home. My 4K release rating is a 4 out of 5. All right, so right here on the right, you can see we have a VHS style collectible packaging edition with red border and faded artwork, and that's one of the ways that you can own the film on 4K. There's also a standard edition with original artwork, a 35th anniversary edition with original artwork, a box set featuring the first 3 films, and an Amazon exclusive box set featuring all 6 films. So right here I have my old school DVD, which is what I upgraded from, and I wanted to showcase both of them right next to each other. So of course we both have the theatrical artwork on each. We have the logo on the side. We have the back, which actually has the same image. And we'll go ahead and open up the DVD. I'll actually do this real quick. Open up the DVD. We got this awesome red and black crane kick image. And then you got to check this out. Man, I miss these things. Look at this. We've got this beautiful artwork. Colors are popping. Look at this. We've got a scene index on the side. And it just looks totally awesome in 80s. So we'll go ahead and close that up, and then I'll show you the 4K. So we go ahead and pop this open, and the 4K image is the same as the theatrical image and the cover, and then the Blu-ray we have this sort of colored image of Daniel doing the crane kick. All right, popping in the 4K disc, you can hear some of that instrumental score playing in the background. And of course, we have an image of the theatrical artwork. When we go to setup, we have that English Dolby Atmos, Dolby HD True 7.1, English 5.1, English 2.0, French, and Spanish. We go to scenes, and on the right side, we just have an image. Then we go to extras. We have the commentary with creators of Cobra Kai, Josh Heald, John Horowitz, and Hayden Schlossberg, deleted scenes dailies, deleted scenes, remembering the Karate Kid featurette, and the theatrical trailer. And I do appreciate it actually has the runtime on there for those 2 special features. What are your thoughts on The Karate Kid? Let me know in the comments section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at MovieMagic1996. Thanks so much for everything, and go watch The Karate Kid today.